Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's been really, really weird weather. You know, like it goes from extreme 90s a few days ago, extreme 90s, to yesterday being very cool and very rainy. So yesterday it was really quite cool, which, you know, is a nice break from the heat. Yeah, look over here. Kat just bought me a new plant because I had mentioned that I wanted a hanging plant to go up here. Like sometimes in the winter, I will put a plant there, but now it feels kind of bare to me. And you know, the life of a maximalist or plant lover, I got to put a plant there. So he bought me a new plant. I think he bought two of them. One's outside. I'll show you that. So it's sitting on the table, but we're going to hang it up. I might get Kareem to help me hang it up, or I might just get on a chair and do it myself. That's probably what's going to happen. But let me show you. You know, I like miniatures, right? I love miniatures, and you know, I have a lot of dolls, and the dolls inspire me further to collect miniature stuff. So the other day when I went to Target, I bought these kind of doll items, but it's so cute. I put it here, look. So I don't know, I just find this stuff really adorable and cute, and so I just put this arrangement under this cake stand. You can see the cookies, the macaroons, the little milkshake, and these are tiny. Let me pick it up so you can get a sense of, see how adorable is that? So cute, so cute. I mean, come on, you cannot tell me this doesn't make you smile. I know it's silly, and someone might feel it's a waste of money because like this little set with the little milkshake maker, I think is like $8. It didn't even come with these macaroons. So I collected these macaroons over a couple of years. I have like a lot of these little doll props, and sometimes I like to take them out. This one's got like the miniature straws for your milkshake or your sundae milkshake. And then these are actually Japanese. These, I have like a whole collection of Japanese erasers. They're actually erasers. So you can find some of these in the US, and the ones made in the US don't have the same detail as the ones that are Japanese. I have to say the Japanese version is a lot nicer. But yeah, so cute, right? They make great doll props, or in my case, just props. So let's put this back. I could just stare at this for minutes. All right, let's go outside so I can see what that plant looks like that Kenton got. Because I know he got another plant. Pretty green. Hi, Kenton.
I'm on break.
You're on break.
Yeah,
cool.
Class.
Yeah. Thanks for the new plant. Plants.
Oh, yeah. So that one, I was talking to the plant guy.
Okay.
So he's saying this one is the same as that.
Right. I
Except
see it closes up. Closes up.
This one's all yellow. So it should be really pretty. And he says, yeah, you can propagate it. This is a succulent.
Right. Okay.
Technically, it's a tropical plant. So technically, it'll last year after year. But if you bring it in,
okay,
and then it'll come back up.
So this is what it looks like when the flowers are all opened up. And it's about 84 degrees. It's about to rain in probably an hour or less. And so it's kind of overcast out, but just look how pretty these flowers are. Can you see there's a bee somewhere right there? Right there. Yeah, so really pretty. It's kind of a funny plant. As soon as it starts to get dark, the flowers close right up. Oh, he's got him working. So that's a jasmine I'm moving so it can get more light.
Jasmine?
Yeah, is it? No, gardenia. Gardenia. Yeah, gardenia.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, and that's why it's probably a lighter yellow.
Right, I think it wasn't getting enough light under the umbrella.
Yeah,
Kiddos gave me this. How nice. That's some fish, some veggies. I could do without the rice, but very nice of them. Ta-da! We did it. See, who says a girl always needs a man? You can do it. Anyway, seriously, yeah, I am definitely enjoying this space. I mean, we've lived here 2 years, but just having little things done like the floor just made a difference to me. And now I am going to give this more of a cafe, garden cafe feel by, I hate these walls, by lightening the walls. I'm not going to paint it. Again, I told you this is a rental. I'm not going to paint it, but I'm going to show you probably in a future video, because it's going to take a lot of steps, how I'm going to transform this space. I've hated this red color on the walls. It's just not my color. I like things a little bit more light or more pastel, kind of like island vibes, like a light turquoise or light blue or anything but this brown, reddish brown. So anyway, renter friendly. I plan to put some wallpaper, peel and stick wallpaper there, and I'm also planning to change this fixture. So I've been looking at this, and for the longest time, you know, I thought, oh, well, it's a rental, just make do with it. And every day I look at it, I'm like, oh, so ugly. So my motto now is love the space you're in, regardless of what that space looks like. Make it your own. Take ownership of it. There's no reason because you are in a rental, or maybe you're in a space that you think, oh, it's not that great, I plan to move soon, or, you know, in the future, I'll make it the way I like it because right now I can't. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna make it the way we want it right now, right? So we can enjoy it right now, because we don't know. Tomorrow is not promised. So I'm going to use a little bit of creativity and sprinkle some magic over the space. I mean, it's not bad now. Nobody's saying it's bad. It's just for the vibe I'm trying to create. We want it a little bit lighter. Even if you're a homeowner and you just don't want to commit. For example, look at this backsplash. Pretty ugly in my opinion. I didn't like it when we moved here. So I changed it. That you're looking at is actually peel and stick. I mean, honestly, if you didn't know, you wouldn't know, right? If I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know. So there are a lot of little tricks that you can do to upgrade your space to make it feel more like you. By the way, in the last vlog, someone asked me about my knives, where we get our knives from. And I mentioned that we often get them in Asian stores or Asian markets. Like this one, it says Kiwi brand, and it's actually made in Thailand. They come pretty sharp. And then this one is actually made in Japan. That's where we get our knives from. Of course, we get regular westernized knives, like knives for bread, knives for cutting tomatoes. So for example, typical bread knife. I just washed it, I didn't dry it. And then here's a typical knife for cutting tomatoes. It's a fun one because it's got the lettering or the holes in the knife spelled out tomato. So can't miss it. And this is a pretty Western knife. And then my favorite is this cleaver. This is great. And you also can get this in the Asian stores. I love this stuff because you can literally balance and cut anything, vegetables, fruit, whatever, meat. This is amazing when you can take your aggression out on the food and you want to chop those chicken legs for a good curry. Chop! This is the best thing ever. So I think if I had to have one knife, this would be it. This would be it. And then I got to show North Carolina some love. I have this knife for a couple of years. It's super sharp. This is like a fruit paring kind of knife. We went to a vineyard for like wine tasting. You might remember that video a couple of years ago. I don't even drink wine like that. So for me, it was just about tasting the muscadine grapes, and just the place was very beautiful. Anyway, I got this knife there and it is super sharp, really sharp. So thank you to Got to Be North Carolina Agriculture, as you can see. And so we keep this guard on it because you will seriously hurt yourself. You know, don't show up to my house uninvited. You might get this knife. No, I'm just joking. I would never, 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 unless you were coming to rob me. Then you might want to think twice. I have this pineapple that I think is spoiled. I've let it stay out and overripe for too long, so I don't know. I don't know if this is edible or not. No, it's not good. That's not good. Definitely kind of ripe. Let's keep going. I managed to salvage some of it. It's so sweet. What a shame to waste so much of it. But I think I can use some of it. I'm going to use it to make a tropical inspired dessert. So we're going to cooking school for this one. Just indulge me a little. So I went ahead and diced up the pineapple, diced it and added a little bit of sugar, and then I'm going to go ahead and cover it and put it in the refrigerator for the next day. You could totally do this dessert with canned pineapple if you like. I'm just going to put this in the fridge until tomorrow. So I'm going to quickly make the cake tonight. That way I can assemble everything tomorrow. So that's what I prefer to do. I'm going to make it a coconut flavored cake. So this is for Kenton and the kids. It's not for me. Therefore, I'm using all-purpose flour instead of gluten-free flour. I've got my baking powder. I've got some coconut extract. So I really want it to be very coconutty. It's made with real coconut, so this is not the fake stuff. A little bit of vanilla, just a pinch of salt, 3 eggs, a stick of butter, and about half a cup of sugar. Oh my God, this coconut flour smells so good. Oh, it smells like cookies. It smells like, you know, the Girl Scout cookies, the coconut macaroons. Oh, so good. And the stuff is organic and it's gluten-free. So I also use this quite a bit when I'm making my gluten-free stuff. But anyway, I used basically 1.5 cups of regular flour and half a cup of coconut flour. So I have all my dry ingredients in here, the flour, the salt, the baking powder. It's all in the sieve so that I can sieve it together. So the thing about me is I don't really like measure, you know. I kind of just feel it out based on the ingredients I have in front of me. But I did tell you the exact ingredients I use. It's just that it wasn't planned. I guess I've done it so many times, different variations. So this is where things get interesting. Okay, you see that giant pot on the stove? It's got water in there and it has my cake. Why is my cake in a giant pot of steaming water? So I went to bake my cake as planned, and it turns out that there was an oil spill in the oven that I didn't know about. My husband knew about it, but he said he had planned to clean it up. And so a whole bunch of smoke started. What could have been a grease fire got averted. I turned off the oven, took out the cake, and decided I'm just going to steam the cake in this pot. So actually, I've had experience steaming cakes before because I do that sometimes with Jamaican black cake. You know, if you don't have an oven or you just want a different texture, you can steam a fruit cake and it comes out like the English pudding. So let's see what this cake looks like because this was not the original plan. But yeah, look. My cake is steamed. So the cake that should have been baked in the oven is steamed. And yes, it looks a little different because it doesn't rise up quite like a typical cake, but it's cooked. And as the saying goes, if God gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? So, not bad. Next, I'm going to be making a coconut cream, and so this is totally vegan and has no dairy in it, just coconut cream or coconut milk, and I'm adding a little cornstarch in it to thicken it. This will give us a very creamy, thick pudding texture. So I just dissolve the cornstarch in some water before adding it to the coconut milk. So very simple and easy, and oh my God, it's so delicious. You can have this on any dessert. You can have it warm or cold. Look how thick and creamy it looks. And that's just after a few minutes of cooking. I love coconut milk because it's a great option if you don't want to use dairy. And I added a little sugar to the mix because it is unsweetened. Okay, so I'm just going to let this cool down and then I'll put it in the refrigerator for tomorrow. It's a new day, people. It's a new day. I got to show you a new flower I have. I got to show you this new flower I have. Look at this. This is a different variety of hibiscus. You see how it has so many different petals, so many different layers to this flower. So beautiful. It's like almost like a cross between a rose and a hibiscus. Because let me show you the typical hibiscus. So here's a typical hibiscus. You see, one layer, right? With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. And then here's a yellow one. So I love it when I get up to a new flower. And then over here we have the sunflowers are blooming. So these are little baby ones, and soon they'll be big. See, the big ones here got older and I broke them off right here. But these are new ones. So you guys, this little rose was literally dead on its last leg. And we put it in here and now it's made a baby little rose. Like, this is all new growth.
Yeah, it's all new.
All new, right? It's called hope.
Yeah.
Hope. It's just like life. Just when you think it's all over, something amazing happens. Now this plant also looks like it's on its last leg.
We're going to try to
We're going to repot it, save it, repot it. And the cool thing is, again, it will root even if you just break it off. See, some of them are like, yeah, sad, suffering. Just look at that. But we're going to get a new plant from it. Lunch. Let's add a little bit more vitamin C to this salad with a little bell pepper. This is the orange. And I want a little onion and I want some beets. And I don't put a lot, just a little bit. Keep them really thin. These peppers are really sweet and crunchy. In fact, let's give you a little ASMR with the peppers. Are you a mix up your salad type of person? Or do you eat it looking nice and neat? Okay, let's go ahead and assemble our dessert that we started making yesterday, right? So I'm going to be using some mangoes. These mangoes were in the refrigerator, so they don't look like they're pretty, but they're actually pretty sweet and they are ripe. So anyway, I'm gonna let you watch the rest of the video because I am sure you're gonna like the final product. Watch and see. Once I add the coconut cream, it is actually ready to serve. I could totally eat this right now, but we have to elevate this. So adding the mango pieces, just takes it to another level, because there's just something about coconut cream with mangoes. It just takes you to the Caribbean. It just takes you, it's almost like having a pina colada in cake form or parfait form. So if you like a pina colada, you'll like this. And not only is it beautiful, it is so delicious. So I'm adding some coconut flakes to make it quite obvious that there is coconut and mango in this parfait. And of course, we got to make it Instagram worthy. So I've added a little pops of color using some strawberry pieces, but you could also use some pomegranate or some rose leaves, and it is ready to serve. Oh my God, this is heaven. You have to try it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this cooking vlog and the dessert recipe. I am making dinner now. So we have some broccoli and some chicken and some basmati rice. And I hope you make something nice for yourself and for your family. Kenton and I send our love to wherever you are watching us from. We hope you had a wonderful day or are having a wonderful day. And we hope that you are also in the best of health or getting better, like I am definitely getting better. I'm almost at 100%, but I'm getting better. Anyway, I am wishing you the best, and I hope if you've been watching this channel for a while that you would be so kind as to thumbs up, and I look forward to your wonderful comments. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you've been watching us for a while. What are you waiting for, eh? What are you waiting for? So if you enjoy wholesome lifestyle videos, cooking vlogs, home and garden type content, then we hope you will stay around. So I hope to see you soon, and thank you again for watching. Bye!